Oh yikes. Oh yikes. Oh yikes. What do we think? What do we think? Ah! Okay guys, we are back for a new hair adventure. I've never used this brand before, so I'm excited, a little nervous. This is Crazy Color. The color is Bordeaux. We said to do clean, towel dried, but damp hair. I forgot to take a before video, so we'll use yesterday's. Basically, the top part is still holding on a little bit to the last color, which was a month ago. And then the middle part is bleached once. And the bottom part has been bleached twice and is holding on to some kind of green nonsense. I don't even know what that's from. So I've got all kinds of colors going on, but you may be able to get an idea how this one does on brown hair versus bleached hair. I pretty much stick to the semi-permanent colors because they don't have ammonia or any of that kind of like damaging stuff. So it basically just sits on top of the hair and it lasts anywhere from 5 to 15 washes. I'm excited to try this brand for the first time and see how this does. I think it's gonna be like a purple, perhaps. I'm always curious to see how it fades out as well, because some of them end up going like gray or green or like really bonkers colors as they fade out, and especially on my hair, which has got so much going on. So let's get started. As always, a disclaimer, I'm not a professional. I just have been doing this at home haircuts and colors for the last few years, really having fun with it, helping others to be inspired that it's just hair. Have some fun. If you mess up, you can always go to a professional to fix it. Here is my setup as usual. I put a garbage bag over the sink to catch random hair stuff and also to be able to just throw the hair dye and dirty stuff right in there and not worry about it. I've got gloves because this one does not come with anything, just the color, which you don't have to mix or anything. You can just use it right out of the bottle is what I'm gonna do. I also always have paper towels and baby wipes on the ready and a towel that I always use for my hair. I'm gonna put conditioner all around the skin, my ears, my neck, my forehead to avoid staining my skin. A lot of people use petroleum jelly. I just think it's like really gross and I don't like it. So I've been doing fine with the conditioner. After the color, I am gonna do a bang trim, maybe some micro bangs, and I need to do a back of the neck trim. We'll see how that goes. Let's do it. Ooh, nice and thick and creamy. Like it. Here goes nothing. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yes, you'll see, I just massage it in. I don't section, I don't do anything super hard. For best results, apply to pre-lightened or bleached hair after shampooing. Towel dry hair and apply Crazy Color evenly over hair, wearing gloves. Leave on for 20 to 30 minutes until desired shade is achieved, then rinse thoroughly after application. This product may stain. Well, that's the idea. This is gorgeous. Oh my, I think it's time to clean up. This is, I'm nervous. That is wow. I still have like maybe a third left in here. If you have super long hair, I always recommend getting 2 or 3 tubs of whatever product just to make sure that you don't run out, and you don't want to skimp either. You want it to be like really, really thick and creamy and lathered in there. This one didn't say, but some people like to put a shower cap on to kind of like let the body heat warm it up and let your hair open up the follicles and all that. Sometimes I do saran wrap because I don't have a shower cap, but this time I'm just gonna not do that because it didn't mention it. So I'm gonna go 30 minutes and see. Oh yikes. Oh yikes. This is a messy one. Oh guys. Oh yikes. Oh yikes. This one is really stainy. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not too concerned. I have bangs, so that's okay. My ears though. Oof, I guess my hair covers my ears. That's okay. This is the worst staining on the skin perhaps that I've ever dealt with. So just a heads up. Yikes. Okay, it's been 30 minutes, maybe more like 40 because I started the timer after I cleaned up and stuff, but we're gonna wash it out, which is the worst part, the hardest part for me anyway. I've got my gloves, again, new gloves because the old gloves are like running up. Cool water to try to help set the color. Oh, that's cold! That's too cold, I cannot. Okay, we're still pink. It's not running clear, which sometimes happens, so just be careful. It may come off on stuff until the first shampoo is when it's a little less stainy. Now for a bang trim, because I cannot than my bangs in my eyes. Honestly, I like my eyebrows and I like my eyebrows to show. So I try to trim it above my eyebrows and that gives me a good month or 6 weeks before I need to trim it again. And sometimes I'll do a micro bang. I think that's fun too. Basically, you just do the triangle. If you go back further, they're gonna be thicker. You go more forward, they'll be thinner. I like to do them wet because they're straight and it's just easier, but you have to keep in mind that they will shrink a little bit when they dry. What do we think? What do we think? Ah! Here, you don't wanna like press them down because that'll like really make them shrink. Just let them be like natural. Usually I leave the trash bag in the sink and then I cut on top of that, but I forgot. And now I've just got paper towels covering the drain for an easier cleanup. Pro tip. One time I cut my eyebrows. Don't make that mistake. You can kind of like point cut to make them a little more jaggedy. You can layer them. There are a lot of options. All right, we are just gonna let it go and dry and see what happens. Might have to trim it up later. We'll see. Whoop, there's the color for now. Looking good, looking good. I needed to trim up the back here. I will do that after it dries. Look on my fingers, just from the bangs and stuff, the wet hair, it really rubs off until that first shampoo, so be careful. It did stay in the tub, a nice hue of pink, so we're gonna try some bleach. Okay, that helped tremendously. I'm still seeing a little bit of pink, but nothing bad. You can help prevent this by scrubbing your tub beforehand so there's no scum or anything that's gonna hold on to it. Then make sure that your drain is super clean so the water goes down as fast as possible. My drain was super dirty and gross, so that's why the water like pooled up and like sat and stained the tub. Don't make that mistake. Here is the grand reveal. It's gorgeous, it's vibrant, I love it. You can clearly see how it dyed the brown unbleached hair versus bleached hair. And down here was double bleached, but there's no difference here. It will likely fade out faster on the double bleached hair. That's my experience with other colors. So I love it. I love it, I love it. Now I'm gonna trim up the back, which is gonna be a part 2, because I have not trimmed this hair since I shaved my head a year and 3 months ago. So this is the full length that has grown out, which is amazing, but it hasn't grown out evenly. And I've got this little chunk in the very back that is like 2 inches longer than the rest, which is like, I never look back there. And so I didn't even know what was happening until very recently, and I'm like, yikes, I gotta trim that, but it's so hard because you can't see it. You can't bring it around, it's too short. Yeah, I can just barely bring it around. This is all an undercut. I've shaved the bottom half maybe 3 times as it's been growing out. I haven't trimmed the main part, but I've shaved the under part, which is growing out and like sticking out. I'm not a fan of that, so I think I'm gonna shave it again and keep shaving it until all the hair is one length, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll get like a proper bob cut at a salon or something. I don't know. Stay tuned.